Hello everybody and welcome to my review of the 1935 musical classic Top Hat, directed by Mark Sandrich and starring Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers. And Top Hat is a classic for many reasons, but most of all I feel like this is one of those classic films that is just very enjoyable and a lot of fun to watch. And to give a basic plot of this film, basically Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers characters meet, they like each other, and then through what I'll just call a misunderstanding, things get complicated. It's a very basic setup, but this is proof that you don't always need an elaborate or complex plot for a movie to work if the movie knows what it's trying to do, what its objectives are, and if it's well written for the most part. So basically, one of the keys to any Fred Astaire, Ginger Rogers film, or any classic romantic comedy in general, is that the leads have very good chemistry together, and these two, who made a lot of films together, do have very good chemistry. The supporting cast is always very good. They really add a lot of humor to the film. I thought every supporting character was very well realized, and they all add something to the film. They're all actually fleshed out, some more than others, but there really aren't wasted characters in this film that just kind of come and go. They all contribute something to the plot, so it's an excellent job from a script standpoint. But of course, the main reason to watch these films is for the songs and the singing, and of course obviously the dancing. And all the songs in this movie are pretty good, but Cheek to Cheek is obviously the standout. It is the most known song, and I do feel it is the best one in the context of the movie, and you might find yourself humming along to it after the film. I'm just saying, the dancing in this scene is particularly great. Both actors show how amazing they really were, and just the dancing throughout this whole film is incredible. If you're into that kind of thing, this film is an absolute must-see. The film is also very funny. It works as a musical, obviously, but it also works in the other parts of the film. Some musicals seem to really slow down during the non-musical number parts, but this film, the humor mostly works. I would say 90% of it works. I do have a few small complaints in this film. There were a few jokes that were a little dated and fell flat, but only a few, and that's pretty good for a film from the 1930s. And also, this is one of those films where you can't analyze the plot too heavily. There is a lot of coincidence in this film, and you really do have to buy into. There are a lot of unusual circumstances and strange things that happen, but it's a movie and it's needed to keep the plot going. It worked for me. It didn't feel forced. Another thing that's really great about Top Hat is it's just a very charming movie. It's just fun and enjoyable to watch. Some of these older films from the 30s, 40s, even the 50s, there's just a happy joy about them that you don't really always get in films now. I realize filmmaking has changed some, but I kind of miss that sometimes. And this film's about an hour and 40 minutes long, but really it flew by. I never really found myself looking at how much time was left or the clock or anything like that. That's always a good thing. And overall, Top Hat is just an essential musical and an essential romantic comedy. It works on both levels, and I think Top Hat would also be a very good movie to start on with Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers. If you're not familiar with their films together, this one has a little bit of everything that made them great and why they're remembered today, and I think Top Hat would be an excellent starting point. So overall, I give it a 4.5 out of 5. Definitely a classic must-see film, so 4.5 out of 5 for Top Hat, and as always, thank you very much for watching.